evening, everyone. All right, tonight I'm going to be doing a live collective message for the next 24 hours, and I will be answering personal live questions. The price is $25 tonight. I do not accept super chats for readings, no direct payments through Cash App. All readings should be booked through my website, which will be posted in just a moment. If you are confused about how to purchase a reading for tonight, please ask and make sure you pay attention to the chat because there will be instructions posted periodically for you guys. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. You are appreciated. Please don't forget to hit the like button, okay, as you come in. And don't forget to say hello. Hey, Miss Yolanda, how are you doing? Hope all is well with you, sweetie. Okay, so I'm going to get started. And like I said, we're just going to do a collective for the next 48 hours. Set your intentions on what type of insight you're looking to receive, um, especially if you're, looking for career advice or general advice as far as, moving forward. Doesn't necessarily have to be love, but I will let you know whatever comes out for love, and I'll let you know whatever comes out for general messages. Okay? Hey, everybody. Hi. Hi, the price is $25 tonight. Remember, no super chats for readings. If you would like a reading, you do have to book through the website. Please make sure you guys look at the chat just for instructions. And if you don't know, please ask first, okay? If you would like to, and let me know if you can hear me. If you would like to book, if you would like to donate to the channel, you could do so through Cash App, and I do have a donation link on my website. You can go to my website. Make sure that you guys put donation in the notes, okay, so that I can define those as donations. But thank you guys. Just wanted to let you guys know that I do appreciate you guys always showing up for me and watching me, listening to me talk. I'm grateful for you guys. Hopefully, the information that I provide is giving you insight and is helping you in some sort of fundamental way, even if it's little, if it's a little change in direction, or maybe just getting you to see things from a different perspective. I do want to let you guys know that your participation means a lot, okay? Um, so let's get started with the collective message. If you're just coming in, set your intentions of what you might want to know. All right, because maybe you just want to get a general message, maybe some advice, maybe you're thinking about career changes, maybe you're a little bit frustrated or overwhelmed and you just need a little bit of encouragement. Okay, so first and foremost, I like to have you guys start off with the breathing. Let me know if you hear a buzzing because I'm using my headphones or headsets today so that I don't have to over project, because I find that sometimes I speak too loudly. So trying to work on that so that I don't mess up my vocal cords, because sometimes when you talk a lot and you're projecting, it could actually harm your vocal cords. But anyways, hi Hagar, hi Lynn, hi Chris, hi Miss Tiara. If I didn't say hello to you personally, hello. Hey Free. And I already said hi to Miss Yolanda, so I got everybody. And if you didn't say hello, I just want to let you know that I do acknowledge you, and thank you so much for acknowledging me. I am feeling really great because I've been really doing well in school, and I've been getting stuff done. I know I haven't posted recently. I had to, you guys, I don't know if you guys have heard in my previous live, or the most recent one that I did a couple of days ago. I'm just getting my paperwork together for taxes, and that takes time. The bookkeeping and calculations. Some of the stuff I've already had in an itemized report, and other things such as cash out transactions, I have to manually calculate those. But outside of that, I've gotten a lot done recently, so I'm kind of proud of myself. And I recently received 2 A+, and I'm maintaining a B average in my sociology class. So that's that. Okay. Just for an update if you guys are interested. All right. So for the collective message for the next 48 hours, today is February the 8th, but it is kind of late. So this will span until the 10th. Okay. The energies will last until the 10th. set your intentions on the information that you would like to know. And again, if you have any testimonies, if you have any updates, please share. We have a guinea pig. Thank you. Thank you, you guys, for rooting for me. Yay, you got a pet. That's good. That's very therapeutic. You got something to nurture. It's good. All right, Spirit. You know what? My intuition was telling me to grab another deck of cards. I don't even know what I did with that deck. I was thinking about getting out my Tarot of Orishas. Strong air energy coming through. Okay, somebody is an air sign in the chat. So I have strong air. Um, or you could be connecting to an air sign. But the Ace of Swords is here, and this usually denotes, being logical, thinking, being in your head about something, or this could definitely represent an actual air sign. But I'll clarify. We'll see if it's just an energy. Okay. I'll clarify and tell you guys if it's a person or just an energy. So definitely have a Knight of Cups coming through. So maybe someone's contemplating some communication. You guys might be resistant to this, or this is how they see you, this is how they perceive you, as being very closed off. Someone wants to maybe communicate, or may have not been communicating. They're maybe a little bit emotional, or contemplating on how to come towards you with an offer. You could be the one closed off here. So, okay. Yeah, we have the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Definitely see you avoiding dating someone. Yeah, you're not wanting to be open and receptive, and you're not wanting to cooperate with this person, or this person is closing a cycle with somebody else. We have the World card. This could be the energies coming towards you. There's somebody around you that you may feel that you need to set a boundary with. When I see this card closing off, I do think about boundaries as well. So there could be someone. So look, I was already projecting too loud, but there could be someone that you may be thinking about, and you're saying to yourself, you need to set a boundary. Let me fix the order of these. Or this is someone you're connecting to that's looking at you like this. Three of Pentacles is not wanting to cooperate, not wanting to give recognition, or maybe this is the reason why you're resisting a person, because the Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving, and it's about mutuality and reciprocity. It is a pentacle energy, so it's about support. Maybe you feel like someone wasn't there for you, someone didn't support your business, or you feel like someone wasn't supportive financially. Or this could be about a job where some of you guys could be feeling like you're not getting the recognition you deserve. You're putting a lot of time and energy into something, but you don't feel like you're really getting much back in return. And on a financial level, you kind of feel like you're not getting paid your worth. Okay, the pay is not fair. Or you're not, getting a return on your investment. Look, and as soon as I say that, we have investment, and then we have denial. Someone here is coming out of denial, okay, about a relationship, or the investment in one, or the lack of investment. So let's see who might be. Yeah, this person's, it says be on guard with who you deal with. And again, that's what's showing up here. Okay, this argument card. So I'm not sure if you guys can see. I'm going to try to get close as possible. But do you see that first sentence where it says be on guard with who you deal with? And that's what this is about. We have a gift. So Spirit is saying be open to receiving some sort of blessing from the universe, something of abundance. This is abundance. This is more money. This kind of feels like it could be, and we have karmic justice. So I'm feeling love vibes, and I'm also feeling financial vibes. Okay. So when it comes to a financial message, we definitely have that things will be balanced out for you. You're being guided towards your destined path, and what's coming towards you, towards your destined path. A path is either going to the next level in a career, moving towards something that's going to take you to the next level financially, or this is you coming out of a one-sided relationship, leaving behind the injustices of the people that don't treat you right, the people that don't reciprocate, the friends that are phony or fake, and you're moving towards a new beginning that is part of your destiny. It leads you to this beautiful blessing, bountiful abundance. Okay, so it's kind of reading like you might be getting some communication. So we definitely see you reaching some sort of goal, but it is going to it's going to require you to take a calculated risk. Now, some of you guys, this is about making peace with the fact that you're unfulfilled in a particular situation that you've been investing in. And a lot of you guys, this is work related, okay? But it doesn't have to be, it could actually be a relationship. So you do need to accept that something's just not working anymore, and that you've been investing in it, and it's time for you to think about your other options, right? So let's see if we can get a definitive message on whether this is about love or work. Show me, spirit, because we got the Ace of Swords here. We got the, air energy here. Someone's, taking on the attributes of the air sign, which is usually someone that is more mercurial, or more in their mind, or thinking about things in a logical manner. This could be about communication, but then we definitely have this Nine of Cups where this could be following your passions, wanting to, connect to something on an emotional level. This is definitely some sort of offer coming in, that's coming in through fate. It's a beautiful change and transformation coming through here with the Death card and the Star card. We have Aquarius energy. So some of you guys, this could be due to the transits that we have. And with Aquarius showing up here, Aquarius brings in um, fulfillment. It's about wishes and what you aspire to have, like goals. It does connect. It does talk about community, friends, people you connect with. But the 11th house is also about your wishes. Okay, your dreams, your goals. And typically, when we think about the 11th house, we think about, if you're into astrology, of course, I'm just making the assumption that you guys know some of the information about the 11th house, but I'll share some information. It's normally called the house of companions. And in fact, it rules friends, gatherings, and or any sort of associations. Okay. And it is, it's the representation of the zodiac sign Aquarius, and the planet Uranus rules it, and Saturn as well. Okay, Saturn also rules the 11th house. And Saturn was a traditional ruler. That's why a lot of people associate Saturn with the 11th house. But the 11th house is normally, like I said, normally about gatherings, associations, and um, it's the house that centers around how we communicate with friendly individuals, and how we mix into larger social structure right now in the context of this reading. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because um, it's about how the behavior we exhibit when we're connecting with other people, or it demonstrates the behavior we have when we participate in these gatherings, as well as motivations and objectives behind one's relationships. So you guys are looking for relationships that are more balanced, relationships that add to your life, relationships that help you to grow. So networking, people that have the same type of ideologies, or maybe people that are into the same things you're into, or have the same excuse me, I'm sorry, that have the same financial goals as you, because that's really important, right? A lot of times, um, sometimes when we associate with people that don't really have aspirations or determination, or any ambition, it kind of brings you down, or it doesn't give you opportunities to expand, because the people we hang out with do shape who we are. So a lot of you guys are looking to connect with other people, and you're, because look, this is the Three of Cups. This is talking about friendships. This is talking about your associations, your kindred spirits, people around you, and you're disconnecting from someone because you're getting some sort of clarity. Maybe there's arguments. maybe there's disagreements, maybe you just don't feel in alignment with this person. This person's values and beliefs just don't align to yours anymore. Especially if we're talking about a romantic relationship, because there could have been someone in your life that you were trying to go to the next level with, but that person is a constant source of instability for you because they're in and out, or because they're uncertain about what they really want. They could have caused you some pain. They could have caused you to kind of get off track. So this is why Spirit is bringing this to our attention, because there is a need for you to pay attention to your associations. And I think that it is important on moving forward, because if you are moving towards this energy, Spirit doesn't want you to have certain people around you all day at all that are not meant to share this energy with you. Okay. So, with that being said, are you in denial about somebody in your life? Now, of course, this could be in reference to someone you're connecting to, but I really do feel that there's a need for you to come out of denial about a connection, even if you're not, currently with this person. Um, there's something about a connection, and it could be that someone that you connected with in the past, they may have hurt you, right? They may have made you feel unworthy. They may have made you feel less than. However, with the star and the death card, this is telling me that you've gone through a lot of healing. Okay. And if you did lose hope or faith, something's happening where you are starting to change your perspective when it comes to connecting with people, because again, associations is broad, right? And again, like I said, this doesn't have to be romantic. For a second to clear my throat. This could just be that maybe in the past you had shady friends. Maybe in the past your family members um, didn't appreciate you, or maybe you just had some bad experiences in relationships, and that may have made you feel some type of way. May have made you feel like you just don't ever connect with people authentically, or you can't meet people that are as genuine as you, or as kind as you, or as generous as you, right? Well, you've gone through some sort of transformation or healing, and I see you being a little bit more optimistic and more hopeful when it comes to who you're connecting to, or maybe there's a thought process where you are, you know, reflecting on your past experiences or the people that are around you, and you're thinking to yourself, I need to either disassociate with these certain people, or I need to start putting myself out there, maybe going out more, maybe networking more, because you could be in this going through a phase, or you could be um naturally more of a recluse, right? Someone that's more introverted, someone that doesn't really interact with people. You could be changing that. You could be saying to yourself, you know what, just because someone in the past hurt me doesn't mean that I have to shut out everybody. I think that you're opening up to meeting people, or maybe opening up to possibilities for new love or new friendships. And you're avoiding friendships or people that are not good for you, because you've learned, right? Because you have some sort of clarity here, where you're saying to yourself, you know what? I no longer want to deal with people that don't treat me fairly, and I'm ending the cycles with dealing with people that are taking advantage of me or just not fair. I'm ending the cycles with jobs that are not treating me fairly. I'm ending anything that makes me feel discriminated against, or anything that make you feel inadequate, or a sense of inequality, right? So it could just be, like I said, on a general level, you may feel like you never get treated equally or fairly, and you're wanting to end that cycle. Or Spirit is saying that cycle's ending for you. You're not going to be attracting those type of people anymore, those type of relationships anymore, and there is something coming in where you are going to get recognition. Maybe you weren't getting recognition before, you're getting recognition, and this is because you're letting go of just denial. Okay. And you're understanding that to obtain a goal, which is, whether it be a relationship or new associations, new jobs, new career path, you're realizing that you have to be open to it to receive it, right? You have to be open to receive this blessing. If you remain closed off, you can't receive it. You see, these are two polar opposite. One says closed, one says open, right? So this is about a perception change. This is about I'm changing my perception to being very guarded, to not being open to love or open to new opportunities, new friends, to I want to be open. I want to meet new people. I don't want to be afraid of being vulnerable around people. I don't want to be afraid that somebody's going to hurt me, right? Or that I'm going to always be disappointed in what I invest in. Okay? Spirit is saying you're being called to apply diplomacy and tact in a difficult situation. So, seeing things from a logical perspective, being fair, looking at a situation and looking at it and seeing whether it's working for you anymore or not, and looking at the situation where everybody involved, right? Where you're considering everybody involved, not just yourself. You could be thinking to yourself, you know what? Am I saying this in this situation for the right reasons, right? And you're making the best decision that's going to be for the best of everyone. And it says here, approach situations with a win-win attitude. Yeah, you want to be in situations that are beneficial. Do you see a renewal? So let's go deeper. Okay, that was more of a general message. Let's go a little bit deeper. Okay, let me know, you guys, if you're resonating with the message, if you've been thinking about the people that you've been spending time with, or if you feel like you don't have friends, or maybe you are, closed off, guarded, because maybe in the past you had bad experiences. Welcome to the chat. All right. So now let's get to the nitty gritty. So financially, I definitely see a windfall of abundance. I definitely see you having a new perspective when it comes to money, finances, career, what you deserve, what you're capable of. Okay. So if you're in a career, um, okay, or if your career was, like let's just say you were in a career and you're not happy there anymore, you're thinking of other ways to make money. You're thinking of taking a calculated risk. It says this could indicate that your career or finances could take a giant leap forward. You can expect a happy outcome. So whatever you decide to do, Spirit is saying it's going to lead you to a happy outcome. Okay. Um, yeah, because you're getting justice or you want fairness. You're moving into a leadership position. So some of you guys, the justice coming in is that you finally get a raise. You finally get recognized for your hard work, your talents, your contribution, okay, your experience. For others of you guys, you're choosing to start something on your own, or you're choosing to um believe that your things will improve, because it says your finances will greatly improve when once you accept and step into your power. So no longer feeling sorry for yourself, no longer feeling hopeless or helpless. You're it's like you're um empowered, and because you feel empowered, your whole perception, your whole thought process changes, which changes the what you're attracting to you. And again, you're no longer closing off your energy. You're wanting to be more open, because this is about you avoiding people. You're avoiding interacting or avoiding your energy is closed off. So this is preventing you from celebrating or from having fun or enjoying whatever it is that you're doing, even just enjoying life. And the Seven of Swords is you needing to face to see the truth, or like again approach situations from a logical standpoint. This is about being strategic. This is about the Seven of Swords in reverse. It's not just about deception, and it's not an evil card. It just means that you may have been avoiding a particular situation or avoiding a particular truth. The truth could be that you're just not happy in a situation anymore, and maybe it's time for you to leave, and maybe you just need to accept that it's just not working for you anymore. Okay. But good news is that whatever you do, it's going to lead you to blessings. And like these are the best cards to get, right? And especially together. Since you're about to receive a windfall of money or a pay raise, money will go into a positive cycle, and you will be able to treat yourself to a large purchase. Okay, so some of you guys, the universe is going to gift you with a home, a car, a new home, a vacation. Maybe you'll be able to afford a vacation. And then it says someone may give you a gift. And like I said, this could be the universe, or this could be you actually getting some sort of windfall of abundance through a lottery win, through some sort of grant that you may have applied for, government assistance, unexpected money from a family member or a friend. Like it could just come out of nowhere. And then it says you could get a cash bonus at work. Like I said, you could win. Like my old job, the owner used to give us like Amazon gift cards for like 350, $500 or whatever, $200, depending on whatever the situation was about. And it says you have a natural gift that you need to discover, because whatever this gift is, because like I said, some of you guys are thinking about entrepreneurship. That gift was going to bring a lot of blessings and abundance. Now let's talk about love, because I know you guys are probably wondering, okay, but what about love? Because maybe you already made your decision about your career. Maybe you're okay in your career. You're feeling fine, right? So for love, somebody is taking a leadership position, meaning that somebody is standing up for themselves, taking a stand against unfair treatment. um Something is faded. So I'm going to pull this deck here for love. I'm going to pull the Sacred Soulmates. The star card talks about faded events. The star card talks about exposure. It's a card of celebrity, stardom. It's a card of talents, but it is a card of vulnerability. If someone was having a hard time being vulnerable, this is the basis of this reading. It's about, again, if you've been hurt a lot and it has caused you to close yourself off because you're always trying to protect yourself. This is this universe saying you don't have to protect yourself. You're safe. And I think that there's this message of feeling safe, feeling that things will be all right, really believing that, because maybe in the past your experiences leading up to this point did not give you the did not make you feel optimistic, did not give you the encouragement you need to make you feel like things would work out in your favor. You may have experienced a lot of L's, a lot of losses. You may have experienced a lot of disappointments, right? You may feel that you are always left behind, or maybe always disregarded, or maybe not valued, undervalued. And this is in all areas of your life, but specifically in love. I think that there is this transformation taking place where you're changing that mindset, and that is what's going to change the course of your life, because you're part of your destiny, right? Because it says here, whatever led you to this point in your life was to direct you to your higher purpose. Part of your destiny was to go through certain situations and experiences to help you to get to your life purpose. And before you could get there, you had to go through a major transformation in order for you to heal from the wounds that made you feel like you weren't good enough, or made you attract certain scenarios and situations towards you. Okay, so let's clarify. I have lessons of Pluto patterns. Yeah, this could be you, always attracting controlling people, manipulative people. Okay, or someone is taking a stand against a controlling, manipulative person. I have strong air, so anyone with air in their sun, moon, rising energy, this will, and and this could be your person, or this could be you. This could resonate with you, but it doesn't have to be an air sign, because I have the Aquarius card here. So someone may be with Aquarius, but I don't think that this is about a specific air sign. I think that this is about people around you, people you've interacted with in the past. I think that you just had some poor experiences when it came to love, and you feel like, damn, like I'm a good person. I deserve love. I deserve to have, you know, honest, open relationships with my friends and my family and my romantic partners. But you may feel like, again, you always get the short end of the stick. You always get hurt. You always get rejected. But Spirit wants you to know that it's not you. So don't reject yourself. Rejection was divine intervention. Like I said, divine intervention is not just about, oh, the universe stepped in to help. This is also about that the universe aligned these particular situations towards you to trigger certain growth, and these are things that may you may have signed up for before coming into a physical body. But this is about growth. This is about what did you need? What does Pluto represent in the chart? Pluto is about the area of your life that needs to be transformed. And the way you know is when you go look at your chart, you go look at what planets are in particular houses. And you know that Pluto rules the eighth house. So, and it talks about secrets, but it's about suppressed. What's suppressed is more of the shadow energy. So the shadow had to be integrated. It had to be, first you had to face it. First you had to acknowledge what the shadow was. What are the vices? What are the dark, you know, what we consider dark, right? What are the dark aspects of our personality? What do we hide from, society? What we don't want people to see? A lot of people have self-esteem issues, but they will come off as very confident, right? That's a form of hiding, deception. It doesn't mean that people are intentionally, and sometimes people do things intentionally, but sometimes it's subconscious. It's because there's a lot of repressed energy. So Pluto's about the transformation, but it's a very deep, triggering transformation that can bring a lot of pain. And the scorpionic energy behind Pluto is it's an emotional experience because Scorpio is a water sign, but it is more of the suppressed, um, repressed, subconscious fears, and like I said, the taboo part of us, the sex. Because when we think about sexuality, there's always some sort of taboo connected to sexuality. Shame. There's a lot of shame surrounding sexuality, right? Due to our social constructs and due to conditioning and the way we're raised and due to religion and dogma. So there's a transformation taking place in how you are viewing yourself, or what you have been kind of suppressing, what you've been in denial of, because remember we're talking about things that are not being revealed, right? um there's some sort of transformation where you are starting to view things when it comes to the emotions. And this is a Scorpio card, by the way. The Knight of Cups is scorpionic energy, it's the Scorpio energy. um on an emotional level, there's a transformation taking place. Now, you're not a king or a queen, but you're in that night energy, which is a maturation process taking place. So, gaining emotional intelligence. This is a karmic card. This is about karmic relationships. The Knight of Cups is a card where you could have been attracting karmic relationships for the specific reasons to learn lessons. Okay, because this is why we have lessons of Pluto. Okay, and these are faded. This is why divine intervention came up. It says rejection. It says rejection was divine intervention. Let's throw a card on that. Yeah, Page of Wands. And this was keeping you, the rejection was making you afraid to try new things. It was causing you to have issues with your self esteem and confidence. You could have been dealing with a lot of unreliable partners that lied to you. You could have been lying to yourself about a situation, fearing a new beginning when it comes to a situation, fearing that every time I try something new, it doesn't work out. Okay. So that's what that's telling me romantically, and on a specific level, somebody who had hurt you once before is being able to either cut off somebody else, because the Ace of Swords is about cutting out something, or a particular behavior, or another person. And it seems like this person's wanting to overcome their fear of rejection, and they're wanting to have some sort of transformation. But the problem was, they were either in this energy of wanting to control everything, and part of the way they were controlling the situation was by withholding communication. And for some of you guys, it was intentional, but it was more their perception of what they thought was protecting themselves. Their perceived need to protect themselves versus your perceived need to protect yourself. Do you see how that works? Because we all are, especially if you've been hurt, you all have your own way of protecting yourself. And a lot of times the most easiest way is to abstain, right? Abstinence from the source of the pain, from the source of the irritation, from the source of the confusion, right? Because after a certain amount of experience of being hurt, being disappointed, being lied to, the only thing that you could really do is to abstain from it, to prevent, to avoid it. And that's why the Seven of Swords is here. The Spirit is saying that if someone, like, let's just say your ex-boyfriend from maybe 5 years ago, I'm just giving a random example, had broken your heart, had lied, had cheated, it doesn't mean that 5 years later you need to keep protecting yourself from this perceived, you know, um, need to protect yourself from something that might happen, right? The might, it's like you don't know if it's going to happen, but because you have that expectation, you could create the circumstances for it to happen again because you have the assumption that, oh, well, it happened to me before, so it might happen again. So that's what Spirit is trying to transform, is that expectation, is that approaching situations like you already failed before you even gave it a try. Okay. So moving along, so we definitely have someone wanting to heal a situation with you. We have sacred sexuality, and I do attribute this to the sacred chakra, but this is also about wholeness. And when we talk about sexuality, I'm talking about um, sex. And it's so interesting because I was just studying this for my sociology class, and sex is biological, right? And gender is a social construct, meaning that the way we perceive gender in today's society is a woman wears skirts and dresses, a man wears pants, right? Or a woman is meant to be a housewife, a man is meant to bring home the bacon, right? Those are just constructs. That doesn't necessarily mean everybody identifies with those particular social norms. However, when I talk about sexuality, I'm talking about biologically, right? How we associate what's feminine, female, versus what's male, masculine. And I feel here on an energetic level, there is a blending of the two. And I spoke about more of a masculine type of energetic signature, which is logic, how masculinity is attached to logic, reason, action. Does it mean that you have to be a man? No. It means that a part of you, right, your brain, it has two hemispheres. One represents more of a feminine attributes, and the other represents more of a masculine attribute. So the right brain is more masculine, the left brain is more feminine. This is just about how you process information, how do you look at things objectively, or how do you perceive things, perception, and based off of your perception, how do you react, or what type of action is taken based off of how you perceive things, right? So when I attribute this to the sacral chakra, which talks about emotions, right? The sacral chakra is about intimacy and it's about emotion. It is about sexuality, but it doesn't have to be physical. It could just be that there is a need for you to be able to find wholeness within self, to be able to feel secure and safe in your interactions with other people. Because you could be interacting with other people, but always fearing that um, you're not safe, right? That you cannot be vulnerable, that you cannot let down your guard. And this is what needs to be changed. Hey, Tiwa, this is what needs to be transformed. Now, again, some of the message is reading as if you have to set boundaries. This is about discerning which ones. Seven of Swords, removing the veil. Which ones do I need to um, protect myself from, and which ones do I need to be open to? Right. So there's a need for discernment here. There's a need to be. It says be on guard with who you deal with, so that it doesn't say completely shut everybody out. It just says be on guard, meaning that a part of you need to be logical about your associations, but a part of you needs to be receptive. So that's two different vibrations, and that is alluding to femininity, receptiveness, and masculinity, logic, reason, right? So that means there needs to be a blending of the both. And what we refer to this as is heart and mind alignment. Okay? Your heart and your mind have to be on the same, on the same page. Because if your heart is um desires one thing but your mind is saying another, it kind of puts you in this energy of being um imbalanced, right? Not being able to make a clear decision, or making decisions based off of information that's not 100% clear. So that's one thing that's coming through. But I definitely see boundaries being set. I want to throw one more energy on that. And on a physical level, this is about who you are letting get close to you on a sexual and intimate level, whether this just be emotional intimacy or physical intimacy. Like even sharing your thoughts and informations with people you feel like you got to protect, because you feel like, damn, every time I tell people what I got going on, it's like somehow it doesn't work out for me, or somehow they try to sabotage my ideas, they steal my ideas, or they devalue my ideas, and then I start to second guess myself. You know what I'm saying? Like you have this thought process, you share it, and then it's like, damn, now you're second guessing yourself because the people around you seem to always make you feel like you can't accomplish something, or that you're trying to be an overachiever. So we have still working on it, and we have fairy tales. So some of you guys, this is about coming out of a denial about a situation that is just not. It's like you gotta look at the situation and be logical. Do I still work on this situation? But remember, the clarifying cards are up here. The Six of Pentacles is saying, maybe you're in a situation where you're not really getting the same amount of energy. Now, that one says twin flame union approaching, but there's a fear. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I see what this is, deep spiritual transformation. I see what that's about. Not your typical love story, living in fear. So this is about you living in fear in regards to a relationship, or in regards to a person that is already in your energy, or this could be you being living in fear about something new coming in. And again, please apply this message if you feel like this is if this is the other person's energy. But I feel like at a certain level, you guys feel very fearful, and spirit is saying yes. Um, it could read for both people because you're mirroring each other deeply, and that's part of these sacred soul bonds that we refer to as twin flames. Sometimes it is this strong mirroring. And like I said, a lot of you guys have this perceived need to protect yourself because of your past experiences. And because of your past experiences, you have been actually sabotaging yourself, because your perception of why these things happen and why they keep happening. But there's a part of you that have not acknowledged your own behavior patterns, and this is about being um, you know honest with yourself, being honest with yourself about, okay, what am I doing that may be attracting these particular types of relationships or people, or what am I doing that may be causing this relationship not to go to the next level. So there's a lot of deep contemplation. And if this is about your person, this would be reading like your person not sure if this could even work. Like they're in this energy of fairy tale, because they keep thinking about this connection. They have these deep feelings for you, but it's not enough for them to take action, because they're constantly in their head. Now, this could also read as they do have a wish to reconnect with you, because the fairy tale card is about wish fulfillment. So they could have this wish that, oh, I wish I can, get back with her or him. But here's the problem. They feel like they did too much. They feel like the past cannot be um, fixed. And it can't be fixed because it's in the past. What they don't understand is that in order for them to have a successful reconnection, they have to put in the work. They have to acknowledge, like I said, their own behavior patterns. And the problem is your person was in denial about their behavior. They never really saw their behavior as wrong, or they never saw how their behavior sabotaged or contributed to the demise of the relationship to begin with. Now, that's a problem, right? Because if you're connecting with a person and you're telling them, hey, this is how I feel about this, hey, this is what, and they're never really trying, you never feel like they're listening to you, it's because a part of them does not want to admit failure, underachievement. They don't want to admit their own faults. Like they're trying to live in this fantasy that they can't do no wrong, right? Or they want to point blame. And it is because of a psychological imprint that may have happened, when they were young. Maybe they had some experiences that had made them feel inadequate, not good enough. So whenever you point out that they're doing something wrong or they're perceiving you as pointing out all their faults, they tend to shut down. They tend to pull their energy away or pull their energy back. Then when you see them behaving that way, you perceive it as they don't want me, they don't care about me, they don't love me. You understand? So it's all about perception. And this is what spirit has been trying to drill into all of us through our experiences. They wanted you to see things from different perspectives so that you can understand how behavior and how perception go hand in hand. Because if you are perceiving a situation, like, if you're perceiving someone's behavior as they don't want me, you're going to have a direct action, right, aligned with that thought. And it doesn't mean that it's true, but let's just say you feel like someone doesn't want you. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull back. Either you're going to try to work harder to get their attention, or you're going to pull back, right? So I have someone looking at you on social media thinking about the future, okay? But they're afraid. Tell me more. You could be afraid. We have spiritual mission. Again, what your mission is to come out of this pattern of addictions. These are negative thoughts, negative emotions, and negative behaviors, okay? Whether that be you or your person. There's a behavior pattern where you're not thinking positively. So therefore, whatever you're focusing on, you're kind of attracting that type of scenario. You're living that reality because that's your belief. And whatever you believe come true. Okay? And the same goes for them. So there's some sort of addiction. They could be looking at a situation with another person and could be realizing that it's toxic and that it's time for them to go. Or you could be seeing that, you could be having that realization, but there is this unresolved wounds that are perpetuating because of someone's perception. So there's a completion of this, and we have a masculine coming through. So again, some of you guys, this is being in the masculine, focusing on particular negative thoughts about this masculine person that you're connecting to, looking at their behavior, but not looking at yours. And then I have that this masculine wants to put an end to their heartbreak. They want to put an end to a painful cycle, and that they feel guilty for their behavior, and that in divine timing, they will um, want to come back and try again once they're more mature. So this person is thinking about maturity because you see, they're wishing and hoping that in the future, right? Because they don't really think that the time is right, because there's a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of overthinking, but they are thinking about the future. And then what it looks like is that they hope that in the future you guys can reconnect. So moving right along, so we have this person going through a deep spiritual awakening. We do have multiple cards signifying a completion of a cycle. So this looks like a strong completion of another relationship, or a series of behavior patterns, of avoidance of not accepting accountability, not taking responsibility, not communicating, not validating your feelings. Superficially they may be acting like they know how you feel, but on a deeper level, they feel like they're the victim, essentially. So in the future potential, I feel like this person's going to stop resisting the connection that they have with you. Yeah, and they're going to let go of this deception. And it says whatever's keeping this person from withholding information, or whatever's keeping them from holding back, they're no longer doing that. They could be releasing, again, their own negative, deceptive behaviors, or they're releasing other people, associations, people that they associate with that may be giving them bad counsel, people that are bad influences. They could be looking at society and the society's constructs, and they may feel pressured to keep up with those constructs of, to be a man you have to, have this particular job, or to fit into society you have to date this particular body type, or etc. Those, there's different constructs out there. It could be gender based. It could be, not feeling comfortable with sexuality. Some of these men or relationships you've dealt with can be about, dealing with same sex, or dealing with people that identify as different types of people that have different gender identities. There could just be this issue with fitting into society or being accepted by friends and family members. Some of you guys, this is about someone that doesn't feel stable financially. Some of you guys, this is someone that is very immature and has had really bad experiences, and may have had a really traumatizing experience as a child that makes it hard for them to trust. Okay, so there's a lot of things that could be coming up for a lot of you guys that need to be healed. But we do have in the future potential back to good old times. This is what this person aspires to have with you. But it's going to require them to come out of their comfort zone. And I like that that came out, because the bottom of the deck is the same energy. And it says take a chance, and it says you can't grow in your comfort zone. It says stepping into the unknown is trusting the universe, right? So we're in alignment, and spirit is saying that they have to let go of, and I just gave these examples, external party or external factors. I talked about some of them not feeling adequate because they're not making enough money. Some of your people, some of the people you're connecting to, they have bad associations. And like I said, these could be friends, family, or lovers. Could be a committed partner. And then we have material finances, and material concerns are interferences. So anything that's causing an interference, that interference will be removed, or your person will supersede it, because they will be taking a leadership position where they're not going to let their friends or their family or society tell them who they should be with. They're going to be like, okay, I want to be with this person because it's because of how I feel about this person, because it feels right, right? Not because, I'm trying to maintain an unhealthy relationship with so and so, not because I'm trying to get, I just want to focus on myself and be selfish. This person's going to make a decision that's going to be for the benefit of everybody involved. So if they are with somebody else, they're going to leave that relationship. So we have acceptance of betrayal, twin flame, and perseverance, obstacle. So there's a need for acceptance of past pain and hurt. And then we have two people coming together or being aligned energetically, matching, having the same goals, having the same shared values, and understanding or seeing how the obstacles of the past has brought in a lot of growth. So this is about the maturity. This is saying that someone has grown up, and then here's the renewing adventure. This is now, this renewal is like kind of changed because of this change of perception. Things change around you, and on this card, and before I showed you what flipped, on this card, it says a return of passion and play. Community is healing, meaning that either you're healing things with the people around you, or connecting with new people. Laughter, no longer being sad or depressed. Travel, maybe you're trying moving around. Maybe you're not so stuck in your house, not being so introverted. And new things, trying new things, being open to new things, new ideas, new people, right? Just new jobs. This is about new coming in. And look at the card that came out to confirm luck is on your side. It says your luck is about to change for the better. You could be getting a lucky break, whether it be relationship, friendship, work. And then it says anything you do now will be very prosperous. Because you're changing your perception about relationships, about you yourself, how you perceive yourself. Um, all of that is going to change the course of your life, and it's going to bring in luck. And then we have beauty. You are good enough. You are worthy. And this is about embracing your unique style, embracing who you are, embracing that you are deserving. And the universe has trust that everything will work out, and it says there's a spiritual reason why you're experiencing this cycle. And then it says some situation that needed resolution will be resolved. Okay. I hope y'all can see this last card here. So this is pretty good. This is a very beautiful message that it all starts in the next 24 to 48 hours or so, where you're going to have some sort of switch of perception. You're going to make these decisions that are going to align you to your higher path. And these decisions are going to be based off of um, just having this clarity come in, having a clarity that comes in for you that says, you know what? I am hopeful. You know, I am more empowered because you're seeing things from a different perspective, and it could be because of some sort of planet transit. Mercury has gone direct, but we're still in post shadow. We have a lot of planets, big players: Saturn, Aquarius, Mars, Venus. All of these planets are playing key roles in our lives right now. And then we have the nodal changes from we have the nodal changes of Taurus and Scorpio. So there's a lot of big things happening, and we're coming out of retrograde season. Remember, the last we had 5 months of things kind of changing for us between May, June, July, August, and September. And then all of that energy didn't kind of reach a culmination until December. That's why a lot of people had experienced a really rough last quarter last year. So we're kind of just coming out of that energy and rebuilding, restructuring. And a lot of you guys are not seeing the results just yet, but they are coming in. So, April is going to be a really great season to see the results, and you should start seeing things change now, little by little. But you do need to be open to receiving this change. Then this means that your beliefs and your thoughts need to be in alignment of what you want to change. That's what you should focus on, not what has happened, but what can happen for you that will bring in this beautiful abundance that's waiting for you. So I do hope the messages were helpful tonight. I thank you guys once again for listening. Now I do have slots available, so that ends the collective message. And now we're going to proceed to the portion where I answer personal questions for you guys if you're interested. But if that message was helpful, please let me know. I really felt that message because I've been seeing changes that I didn't even feel like could happen. At one point, I didn't think that anything would change, but I started to change my mind. I started to focus on what I wanted to come in, and things are starting to move along. Things are starting to look. Things are not so bleak, things are looking on the up and up, and I think that you guys are going to start seeing that as well. That things are on the up and up. Wow. Like you're not worried. You're not feeling so much anxiety when it comes to situations. Things are going well for you. It's not going to be perfect, right? Because, like I said, it takes time for the energies. It's like a matriculation. Like things are matriculating, but as things are falling into place, you are feeling more inspired. You're feeling more hopeful, and your faith is strengthening. So just don't give up hope on your dreams, and please really trust yourself and trust the decisions you're making, and know that you're making these decisions for your highest good. And like I said, when it comes to career, especially career and how you're making your money, follow your heart, and know that you deserve more. Okay. And it doesn't mean to be in this energy of desperation where you're going to just take whatever. You're going to look at jobs, you're going to look at career options and opportunities from the space of, is this an alignment to my highest truth, right? What is it that I really want? And what is it that I'm really good at? Like, what can I do, like, to be in alignment to something that I'm good at, something that brings me joy and fulfillment, and something that I can do um, every day. You want to be in alignment to something that's going to make you happy. You don't want to take a job just because of the money and then you end up being miserable. You know, you want to be happy, you want to feel fulfilled, and you want to be able to contribute to helping other people. Whatever type of job you take, there's always, there's always like a butterfly effect, I guess we can call it, where, even if you're answering phones, there's the concept behind it is helping, right? Even if you work at a foods market or maybe a supermarket, customer service, being able to help people, or there's just something that you're going to be looking at from a different perspective on how you interact with people, and those interactions, how they're going to benefit you. And it feels like there is going to be some sort of help, because I actually saw helper. I didn't pull it out. It looks like there's going to be help. It looks like you're going to meet people or align with people that you already have around you. And these people are going to help you get to your goals somehow. Yeah, health, trust. That's interesting that these cards came back out. It says it's time to replenish your energy and to be fully energized for what's next. You're healing. Is This is telling me you're healing relationships around you, or there will be a relationship, or you're healing from a relationship, or like I said, disappointments. Yeah, and if this is about money being slow, that's changing. Yeah, something you did in your past is coming back. So some sort of blessing for something you did, you could be earning or receiving money for something you did in your past. That's coming through. Thank you guys for your feedback.